And I just wanted to come on to discuss behavior management or classroom management. Well, they kind of go hand in hand sometimes, I think. The new teacher, this is what I think. So there were several things that I wanted to try, and I don't know if they're going to work. I've been watching so many different YouTube videos and listening to what all the other teachers are using and what they were trying. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try, and if it doesn't work, then I'll see. I want to try to be consistent and start off with something that I think is probably going to work. And I don't want to keep changing because these are second graders, so I don't want to all throughout the year change and try and find something else and change again and try and find something else. So I want to start off with things that I've heard people say that kind of works for them in their classrooms. So the first thing I had thought of was the behavior clip chart, and I have it hanging up on that wall. Let me see if I can show you. It is so big. It's like 6 feet tall. And I put the binder clips on. I hope that's not backwards. I put the binder clips on, and I hope, well, but it came out so big. And I know that's a first mistake. I should have shrank it a little bit because they're not that tall. So the one at the top, though, is just the one that says it's a outer space clip chart, so I don't have to have that one. I was talking about removing the binder clips, and I hate that I put all those holes in there already, but kind of consolidate or shorten it by removing the binder clips and just attach it straight like one to the other like this instead of like this, how the binder clips are. So I'll do this and use some ribbon and kind of knot it on either side so they'll be like this, overlap. So that'll shrink it, and I won't use the one at the top, so they won't have to worry about that one. So hopefully that will be better. Hindsight is 20/20, right? So I should have made it a little smaller. So I was gonna try and use the behavior clip chart and have the clothespins on either side. They move the clothespin up and down. The clothespins will have their names on it, so I'll try that. And I also found this. Oh, sorry, I bumped into it. And again, I saw this on Amazon under, when I looked up behavior management, they were talking about these little signs. And I saw this actually being used on Transformers, the first Transformers. He would hold up that sign. So I saw these on Amazon, and it has one that says quiet, one that says time to clean up. And I can't read it because it's backwards on the screen while I'm looking. And this says look and listen. Who's got it? I guess if I ask a question, who's got it? Please line up quietly, and please raise your hand. So I'm going to try using those. Now, if they're getting too loud and I'm working with another group, if they're looking, so I need to work that out. But I did see, gosh, what is her name? Coastal Teaching on the Coast, Coffee and Teach, or something like that. Teach with coffee, coffee with before teaching. I saw her video this morning, and it's Sunday, by the way. Been to church, come back, and it's like 10 o'clock. So I'm back from church. But anyway, I was watching her this morning around 6 a.m. And she uses this doorbell system to get their attention instead of transition music or the macaroni and cheese, everybody freeze, and all those little call and response little things that they use, the attention getters. She uses a doorbell. She had purchased a doorbell that she would just push, and it would play. It has several options of different tunes, chimes or tunes that it would play, and she would use that to get their attention or to let them know that it's time to transition to a different part of the lesson or the class schedule. So I thought maybe I'd use that in addition with this, doorbell, and then they'll look up to see what's up. And then the different tunes that they have, I guess I would have to have more than one doorbell. The different tunes, let them know which part of the schedule that they were going to. Anyway, we'll see if that works. And I hope it's not too many. Let me know if I'm doing too much, or maybe I should just streamline or just focus on one or maybe two of these. But I also have this to let them know, okay, and my theme, I don't know if you've watched any of the other videos, my theme is outer space, astronauts and aliens, basically, but outer space. So I'm a sci-fi fanatic, so outer space. So this is our alien voices, and just let them know you know, if they need to be quiet, or small voices, or talking voices. So I'm not sure how to implement this, or if I need need some kind of sign that says, you know, red or yellow that blinks, or let them know what voice they need to be using at the time, or if I just state, okay, and then we're using our talking voices, or using our quiet voices, or our small voices. So I'm not sure how to implement this, if I'll have like a flashing light, or if I'll just say we're going to use our quiet voices today, or whatever. So, and I found this, Teachers Pay Teachers, another blogger had one that says Pirate Voices. I'm not into pirates, so I decided to do this on my own. It's similar to what they did, but I created this one with the aliens. And I just took Google pictures from that I looked up on Google. And this is very similar to what they did on Teachers Pay Teachers. So go purchase theirs. I think hers is called Our Pirate Voices. And also, this was another system that I thought of, you know, Mr. Thane, he's on there, and he always talks about brain power, and he would give them, if he saw them doing nice things or whatever, if they were staying on task, he would fill up the bucket, put a little fuzzy or two into the bucket. I'm not using this bucket, I'm using a smaller one. It would be the whole year before we fill this up, but I'm using a smaller container. So when it's full, then they'll have an ice cream party or a pizza party or something. But I was just gonna use the bucket filler system, and I do have a, oh, I didn't bring it over here. Well, I haven't printed it, but it's the bucket filler. I think it was a freebie from Teachers Pay Teachers, or either I Google it. But either way, they have the bucket filler posters, or I may have purchased it, but it may have been a freebie. I'll have to look that up and let you know. But bucket filler posters, where they had the posters saying who's a bucket filler. Then the first poster had kindness, compliments, hugs, whatever. And then the second one had the bucket with question marks, are you a bucket filler? So I was gonna print those out and explain this to them, that, you know, they do kind things, they help one another, be nice, compliment each other, stay on task, and they'll get little fuzzies, warm fuzzies. I don't think I'll call it brain power, probably a warm fuzzy, but that's what I'm gonna do for that. And on the freebie, on the bucket filler ones, of course, I had to change it to aliens. They had little melon heads or something on it, so I changed them all to aliens. And I'll show you that, I guess, during a classroom tour, when I finish doing the classroom tour. And I also, I know, what are they called? Smart beads or something like that. The Mardi Gras beads. I had a lot of these left over from a youth event at our church. So I said I'll use these smart beads if they're being really, if they're staying on task, or see them, you know, answer a question. I don't know. Pocketful of Primary was talking about the smart beads that she used for her students. If they were doing really well, staying on task, or doing something well, I'll have to work that out. I don't know if I'll be using these smart beads, but those are the things that I had considered for behavior management / classroom management in my second grade class. Let me know if any of this has worked for any of you. If you think it's a good idea, if you think I should streamline it, you know, cut something out or add something, because, you know, I've worked at a community college, so I've never had classroom experience. I went through an ACP program, alternative certification program, so I have not had classroom experience, so I welcome any and all advice. So, and also I did see my classroom. This classroom, they've switched everything up. I found out 2 weeks ago that I was not going to be in the classroom that they originally thought I was going to be in. So they moved us, and I'm in a totally different room. So everything that I had planned to bring into the other class that I'd already seen, yeah, scrap all of that. So now I have so much stuff that I've already collected, and rolling cards and storage and so much stuff, but all of it I don't think is going to fit into this new room. And I have an office chair that my husband found for me, and it might be a little too big for the space that I'm in. There's no teacher desk. There's I'll have to show you. I'm gonna go. I went out and looked at it on Thursday, but they were still doing wiring inside the room, so I couldn't do anything to the room. So I'm going out tomorrow, which is Monday, to go and start cleaning out, because the previous teacher must have left everything she owned in, well, not the furniture wise, but all the paperwork and books and just stuff, manipulative, everything she owns must have been stuffed into those cabinets. So it's going to be a chore to organize before I even bring any of my stuff in there. I need to clean that out and organize it to see what's actually in there before I can even bring my stuff out. So anyway, I will bring you with me tomorrow, but I'm going to upload this first because I don't like to have really long videos. But feel free to leave any tips, comments, any type of advice in the comments below, and I will talk to you later.